The City of Riverside's fire department is one of the best equipped in the Inland Empire. But a recent addition here at Station Number 5 near the city's airport is a welcome, life-saving tool to the department's inventory. When fully integrated, it will ensure respite for firefighters at emergency scenes for years to come.
And what it does is it really recharges the firefighters. It recharges their air bottles. It recharges their bodies by allowing them to drink and to cool down in the hot summer. And it also allows us to light up an emergency incident at night so we can see and better perform on the scene.
What it provides is the ability for them to do their job to the best of their ability. Makes them more productive, makes them more efficient, makes them more effective.
We've never had a vehicle like this. In the past, we would have to go to the fire station to bring new air bottles to the scene. We'd have to go to the fire station to find the drinks and to allow the firefighters to cool down and recharge their bodies.
This asset is a base of operations for our firefighters, allows them to take a break and get right back into fighting the fire. This brings the fire station to them so that our firefighters are supported long-term and that they can provide the best service to our residents.
These controllers allow us to control the two command lights that are on top of the vehicle. This vehicle has enough light to light up 2 football fields. This vehicle is equipped with many compartments. One of these is a command center where the commander can stand here and do the paperwork and all the necessary functions of the vehicle. These spare air bottles allow the firefighters to safely enter a structure and put out the fire. We also have 2 mister fans. We can use these fans to either cool down the firefighters or cool down the citizens from the extreme heat in the summertime. At the back of the vehicle we have the compressor charging station. This compressor charging station allows us to fill up 4 bottles simultaneously while the firefighters are inside doing their job. This compressor fills up bottles very quickly and allows us again to recharge the bottles, put them back on the firefighters, and they can get back to work. This vehicle has large storage cylinders on it, which allows us to quickly get on scene without having to build up the air pressure. We have 4 banks of air bottles, so we can arrive on the scene of an emergency and fill up our air tanks quickly without waiting for the compressor to start up and to fill. The air that we currently have on the vehicle, without ever starting up the compressor, we can fill up approximately 45 air cylinders or recharge 45 air bottles so the firefighters can go back in. Another nice feature of this vehicle is the large electrical generator, which allows us to power up lighting. We have portable lights which we use inside of the structure to help light up inside the house. We hook those up to our extension cords, which are mounted on the vehicle, and allows us to bring the power inside the house and light up an interior if we need to. The air compressor sits in the middle of the vehicle and it's a self-contained unit. This allows us to easily service the unit, and if we ever did have a major failure, we could remove this compressor and put another one in its place and put the vehicle back in service in a timely manner. The other component of this vehicle is rehabilitation, rehabilitating the firefighters. Every year, approximately 100 firefighters die due to heart attack and heat stress. This vehicle allows us to provide easy-ups, tables, chairs, and the cooling fans that I showed you earlier to cool down our firefighters and make sure that our firefighters are safe and healthy while they're fighting the emergency incident. Keeping the body cool is very important. This rehabilitation compartment allows firefighters to come in and to cool down in the summer or warm up their bodies in the winter when it's very cold so they can continue on the emergency incident. This also allows us a place for our citizens to stay. If their house is damaged, they can come in while we're fighting the emergency in a safe, ventilated, and heated or cooled atmosphere where they can take care of their loved ones while we're fighting the emergency incident. Having a restroom on scene allows the firefighters to go back to their job and to save the structures and reduce property damage. This really is an incident support vehicle, not only for fires and vegetation, wildland fires, emergency incidents, earthquakes, any kind of natural disaster, and it really brings the fire station to the fire scene.
I can recall about 2 years back, a hot summer day, there was a structure response and a fairly large fire. It was hot, very hot. The ambient temperatures, it was probably 100 plus degrees, which zaps your energy pretty quick. So you exit the structure and you're looking for a little bit of shade, maybe some rehab, the nice mister fan. A unit like this is going to be fantastic on scene. And we're pretty excited to have this to add to our arsenal.
One of the best features of this engine is that it didn't cost the city a penny. In fact, we got a federal grant, and it came from the Urban Area Security Initiative through the Department of Homeland Security.
We anticipate that we'll be able to use this vehicle for at least 20 years, depending on usage and mileage, but it'll last a long time.
If our firefighters aren't at their best, then they can't support our folks out there that need the help.
Fighting fire and responding to life or death emergency situations is a dirty, round-the-clock job, and it requires tough equipment. With the Spartan unit, that job just got a little easier for our city's firefighters.